Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So today's video is going to be my 2021 skincare favorites. I did ask on my last makeup favorites video if you wanted to see this, and quite a few of you said you did, so I'm doing that here today. And I also asked on my Instagram, and the majority of people on there also said they wanted to see a skincare favorites. So I'll be sharing all of my 2021 skincare favorites in today's video. I would love for you to subscribe if you have not already. That would mean so much to me. And let's jump into the favorites. Also, if you hear some chomping and eating, it's because Kipo is chewing on something downstairs. So please disregard if you hear all of that. Hopefully you can't, but I don't know. Okay, so I didn't have any cleansers I wanted to talk about from last year. I've really been rotating so many cleansers, so I have not found a favorite. I do double cleanse. I always use a balm or an oil first, and then I go in with a cleanser, but I'm just rotating so many right now that I wouldn't be able to share a favorite, and I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing a favorite just because nothing sticks out into my mind right now when I think about cleansers I love. But I would love to know of some cleansers to try out and any you would recommend. I'm looking for a new cream cleanser to try and fall in love with. So if you have any cream cleansers that you like and would recommend to me, I would love to know. So please let me know down below. So I'm going to move on to just how I apply my skincare, and I'll start with toners and kind of like facial sprays. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the Tower 28 SOS spray. This is a facial spray that has hypochlorous acid in it, and if you have eczema, this is such an incredible product to be using in your everyday skincare routine. I use this morning and night. I carry a mini in my purse anytime I go out anywhere because I use it that often, and I use this all over my face. I use it on my eczema on my hands. I've used it on piercings. I've used it on kind of like cuts or infections I've had. I've used it on my armpits after shaving, on my legs after shaving, on other parts after shaving. This is just such an incredible product. It helps with inflammation. It helps with my eczema for sure. I have noticed so much improvement in my eczema since using this. I don't really experience as many flare-ups on my face, and anytime I do have a flare-up, this really helps minimize the inflammation and the irritation, and it's also extremely soothing. So if you have not tried this and you have eczema, and eczema specifically on your face, I highly recommend and suggest that you use this because it has made a world of a difference in my skin. It is also accepted by the National Eczema Association, so you know it's going to be good for your eczema and that it won't have any ingredients that are going to irritate your skin or your eczema. So highly recommend this. I go through so many bottles. I've repurchased this countless times. So this is my #1 favorite skincare product, probably, along with a moisturizer I want to talk about. But yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Holy grail, will be in my favorites for forever probably. And a toner I wanted to talk about is the Biossance Squalane and BHA Pore Minimizing Toner. This is my second bottle of this, and I really like this for smoothing the skin and really making the skin softer and making the pores appear smaller as well. This really helped with the texture on my skin that I was experiencing earlier last year, and I just really enjoyed this. It is in glass packaging, which I really like as well, so it's recyclable, and this is one of my favorite toners. And yeah, just had to mention this because this really helped with my texture earlier this year. This has plant-derived squalane, so it's also going to be moisturizing to the skin and not too stripping. And I think this is just a great product if you have not tried it, and I feel like it's pretty cost effective as well for a toner. Okay, moving on to essences and serums. The first one that I want to talk about, which I did not get that long ago but has become a holy grail, is the Cosrx Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. This stuff is amazing. I love layering this both in the morning and night after I use a toner or my SOS spray, and I will probably put like 1 to 3 or 4 layers of this depending on how dry my skin feels. But this has helped so much with the moisture barrier and retaining moisture on my skin so much. I had a lot of kind of dry patches around my eyes and around my mouth especially, and I implemented this into my skincare routine, and I noticed within like 2 days the dry patches were gone. My skin wasn't as irritated or dry or flaky, and I just absolutely love this immediately after using it. It is very soothing to the skin, hasn't irritated any parts of my face that have had eczema or are sensitized, so I absolutely love this. This is going to be a repurchase for sure for me in the future. I mean, I've only had it for maybe a month or a month and a half, and I've already gone through about a third of the bottle, and I use a lot of it every day. So yeah, I absolutely love this. I also think if you have dry skin, you would really like this, and I definitely think you should try it out if you have not yet. I know a lot of people love this, and it makes sense. It's just like a really hydrating, quickly absorbed essence, which I have loved and will continue repurchasing. So very excited to have discovered this and put this into my skincare routine because it's really changed my skin in the little time that I've been using it. And kind of on that same vein of moisturizing serums, I really love the Cocokind Ceramide Barrier Serum. This one's so incredible for the dry season, for dry skin, for winter season, for just like dry, flaky, extremely dehydrated skin. I really loved this. I actually emptied it not that long ago and then didn't repurchase it right away, and I regretted it for sure because I really missed it in my routine. It adds a lot of moisture into the skin. It also helps the barrier with the ceramides and just keeping the skin moisturized and helping kind of heal that moisture barrier as well. And I loved this. It never irritated my eczema. There are quite a few products that are known to be hydrating and have hyaluronic acid in it, which is supposed to be extremely moisturizing to the skin and help retaining moisture in the skin. But a lot of products that have hyaluronic acid in it really irritate my eczema and my sensitized skin. I don't know what's up with that and if I'm allergic to hyaluronic acid or what, but it's irritated my skin, so I'm kind of hesitant about anything that has hyaluronic acid in it. But this one did not irritate my skin at all. I'm not even sure if it has hyaluronic acid in it, but it does have ceramides, and yeah, I loved this. Very moisturizing, quite soothing to the skin, and definitely something I'm going to continue repurchasing and loving in the future. Another extremely moisturizing and luxe and beautiful serum is the Radiance Repair Daily Renewal Serum by Goldfaden MD. This is a gorgeous, thick, moisturizing, amazing serum. I have loved using this so much. It's one of my favorite steps in my skincare routine because it's just so moisturizing and soothing to the skin. I love the texture of this, especially when my skin feels extra dehydrated. I love using this because it just feels like it's really hydrating and protective at the same time. It has a lot of omega fatty acids in it and a lot of really great ingredients that help kind of brighten and moisturize the skin at the same time. It also has bakuchiol and niacinamide, so I love this product so much. It's a little pricey, but I think it's worth it. And you just need one pump for the entire face, so you don't go through this too quickly, which is also really nice. I just really loved this one. Oh, and I forgot about a retinol that I'm using. So this is the CeraVe Skin Renewing Retinol Serum, and I really liked this. I definitely noticed a difference. I think my skin has gotten quite used to this one, so I need to try something else, maybe something a little bit more potent. but this one was really good. It's quite gentle. I use this maybe every third night, and I definitely noticed my skin looks a little bit smoother after using this. It's fairly affordable because it's drugstore and CeraVe, and yeah, I really liked this as a retinol. Again, I think my skin is a little bit more used to it now because I've been using it for quite a while, but I really liked this in the beginning. It also has, it says here, 3 essential ceramides and hyaluronic acid, so I feel like this is a really good option for people with dry skin. And the hyaluronic acid in this never irritated my skin. I never used retinol when my skin was extra sensitized or extra eczema prone, so I steered away from anything that I knew would potentially sting my face. So I never noticed this stinging my face on my good days, and I didn't use it on my bad days, so I wouldn't be able to speak on that. But it's a really good retinol option from the drugstore, and you get 1 fluid ounce, which is great. This has been lasting me forever as well, so I think this is a great option price-wise and formula-wise. Another serum I want to mention, and this has more to do with hair rather than like skincare, but I use this during my nighttime skincare routine and I implemented it during that time, so I wanted to include it in this video. It is the RevitaLash Cosmetics Lash Serum. I think this is actually called the Lash Conditioner. Yeah, it's called the Eyelash Conditioner. This changed my lashes so much. Such a significant difference in my lashes. It's actually amazing. Like, I don't know the sorcery behind this. I don't get it, but this is so amazing. This really boosted my confidence because it made my lashes so much longer, and it even added a curl to them, which is incredible because I have very straight lashes, but this made such a huge difference in my lashes and really boosted my confidence. And before I started using this, I had really patchy lashes and I was pretty insecure about them, but I started using this and within 3 months I noticed such a big difference in my lashes. And although this is expensive, the results don't lie, and I definitely think it's worth it. I know that there are some alternatives out there, but I haven't tried any of them. I've only ever tried this one, and this has made such a difference, and I've seen such results that I wouldn't use anything else. And I know that they sometimes go on sale at Nordstrom, so that's an opportunity to buy it on sale, but this is also a holy grail of mine and a lash serum I'm probably never gonna stop using. It's just like that good. I don't see why I would stop using it. I would be very disappointed in myself if I stopped using this because it makes such a difference in my lashes. Okay, moving on, I quickly want to talk about a couple lip serums and lip oils that I loved during my morning and evening skincare routines. So the first one is the Skin Cosmetics lip oil. This is my 3rd bottle. I've already emptied 2 of these. I absolutely love this lip oil so much. I noticed a difference in my lips after using this for about a few days. I remember having really chapped lips and really like irritated lips, especially around my mouth, and I started using this and I noticed a huge difference in the texture of my lips, the plumpness, and the moisture of them. So they were a lot more moisturized after using this. This is a holy grail product of mine. I absolutely love this lip oil. They actually recently came out with a tinted version, which I think is so fun. I keep this one in my purse, and I wish I had mentioned this in my makeup video, but I completely forgot about it because it was in my purse and is always in my purse. So yeah, these are amazing. Love this one so much. Another lip serum that I absolutely love is the Fitglow Beauty Night Lip Serum. This has so many amazing skincare ingredients in it and is so nourishing, really makes a difference in the lips. These two kind of do the same thing for me. They really plump my lips up. They, not in like a plumping action, they just like plump them with like moisture, if that makes sense, and with the ingredients, and they really make them feel really moisturized and nourished. And I love these interchangeably. If I ran out of this, I would use this one. If I ran out of this, I would use this one. So these are holy grail items in my skincare routine and I absolutely love them. Will be a forever repurchase for both of these. And yeah, Absolutely love the Fitglow Night Serum. Such an amazing product. It is pricey, but I do think it's worth it because you get a lot of product and you don't use a lot. When you're using it in the evening, you just need one swipe over the lips and you're like good to go. But yeah, this one was incredible. My lips loved this as well. Okay, moving on to moisturizers. I loved the Avene Restorative Protective Cream. My sister bought this for me a few months ago and she was like, oh, I heard someone talk about how this is really good for people with eczema, and I thought it was so thoughtful, and I started immediately using it after she gave it to me, and I love this so much. This is a daily moisturizer for me. I use it both in the day and the evening. I specifically like using this in the evening because it's a little bit thicker and a little bit more occlusive, so I do prefer this in the evening, but if my skin is extra dry in the morning, I definitely go in with this as well. This is a really thick moisturizer, but it spreads across the skin so easily and well. This reminds me a lot of the La Roche-Posay Cicalfate, I think it's called, but this is so much better in my opinion. The La Roche-Posay one gives me a white cast and it's really difficult to blend in. It's really thick. It's just like not an easy product to work with, but this one is the La Roche-Posay Cicalfate, but better. It is way creamier. It doesn't give me a white cast. It spreads on the skin so easily. I find it more moisturizing as well, and just the experience of using this one is a lot better than the La Roche-Posay one. So if you like La Roche-Posay one, the Cicalfate, I would recommend using this one and suggest maybe trying this one out instead, because this one is everything that product is but better, and I love this one so much. This is probably my second favorite product of the entire year, as well as the Tower 28. Like, this duo is incredible for eczema. I love this. I pile it on. I've already bought a backup of this for when I'm done with this one because I'm flying through it because I love it that much. And yeah, this one is incredible. And another moisturizer I want to talk about is one of my favorite daytime moisturizers, or if I'm layering with my retinol, doing like a thin moisturizer, my retinol, and then a thicker moisturizer. This is what I like as my thinner moisturizer. This is the Verdant Force Field Restorative Moisturizer by Phytosurgeons. This is a really thin, spreadable moisturizer, but it's extremely hydrating. It sinks into the skin really well. You can immediately feel it moisturizing your skin drinks it up. It's amazing. It's a beautiful green color. It smells amazing. You also get a lot of product. You get 2.7 fluid ounces, and I find that I really only need one pump for my entire face. So I absolutely love this as my daytime moisturizer, or when layering underneath my retinol for my nighttime routine. Okay, now moving into kind of like face oils. I want to first talk about the Yay for Earth Sensitive Face Lotion. This is a face lotion, like that's what it's called, but it's actually quite oily, and I use this more as a facial oil than I do like a facial moisturizer or cream or something like that. So this is incredible. I've been using this for years. I have no idea how many of these I've finished, probably like 10 of them at this point, and I had to peel the outside sticker off because it was like falling apart. But this is so good whenever my skin is really irritated and I really need it to get back to kind of like a normal balanced point, and I need to get back to like ground zero because it's so bad. I remove almost everything from my routine except a very gentle cleanser and this. I'll essentially just use a gentle cleanser and this when my skin is extremely irritated, because I know that this does not irritate my skin at all. It's actually extremely healing and moisturizing. This is so good if you have eczema or if you're eczema prone. I have dry skin, so this has not caused me any issues, but I know that some people who have a little bit oilier skin have found that this has kind of created like a little bit of milia on their skin because of how moisturizing it is. But I really like it for my dry skin. I swear by this, and I've repurchased multiple jars of this, and I'll continue to repurchase it because it's something that I can totally rely on and count on to get my skin back to being like normal and not so inflamed and irritated when I have extremely bad flare-ups. So this is also a holy grail of mine, something I will continue using and keeping in my skincare collection for eternity. And I've mentioned this in so many of my past videos, but had to mention it again because it's definitely still a favorite. So here are two oils that I use together. I will drop a few of each into my hand, rub them together, and then pat them into my face at the end of my nighttime skincare routine. The first is the Skin Divine Elixir Luminous Skin Oil with Manuka Honey and Vitamin C. This is such a luxe and beautiful facial oil. I really love the Manuka honey in this, and that ingredient is really good for people who are eczema prone or who have eczema. It's quite soothing to the skin and healing as well. It has a lot of really good ingredients in it for helping people with eczema. And yeah, I absolutely love this. I definitely notice a difference when I'm not using this. My skin just feels a little bit more dehydrated and not as luminous, and so I love this one. You need like 2 drops for your entire face, and you have so much in this bottle. You have like almost an ounce. You have a whole entire ounce of oil in this product, so it is kind of on the pricier side, but you get so much product and you need so little every time you use it that I think it's pretty cost effective actually. And yeah, loved this one. Is definitely a staple in my evening skincare routine and had to talk about it. Absolutely love this one and will continue using it. Another one that I really liked that I mentioned that I use with the Skin Cosmetics one is the Not Pot CBD Glow Oil. This one is really nice. It's quite soothing as well for people who have eczema. A lot of my skincare is all geared towards my having eczema, and this one's really nice in conjunction with that Skin Cosmetics one because it's soothing, moisturizing, and just feels really good. Kind of locks in all the other products that I previously put on in my evening skincare routine, and I absolutely love this. Have enjoyed this for a long time. I've already repurchased a backup because I'm like almost halfway through this one, I think. So had to mention this one too. Also, I have coupon codes for both of these. If you use the code Rainier30, you get 30% off of Skin Cosmetics. I love a lot of their products. 2 of them are in my favorites, and this one's amazing. So if you want to get 30% off, you can use the code Rainier30. And then for Not Pot, I believe I have 20% off. If you use the code Rainier, you'll get 20% off your order. I also love their Sleep CBD gummies. Those are incredible, and I just started using their oat ceramide lotion. They're like hand lotion specifically for eczema. It's amazing. I couldn't include it in this favorites video because I've only been using it for like a couple weeks, but that one's so good, is very cute and effective. But yeah, if you want, I think it's 20% off. You can use the code Rainier as well for some percentage off of Not Pot. Just a quick plug. And to save you money. Okay, so for spot treatments, I loved 2 products for my spot treatments for combating acne or helping with any breakouts that I had. The first is the Bloom Meltdown. I've been using this for years, also have repurchased so many of these. This is incredible for kind of spot treating acne. I like using this also all over my face. I'll just do a few drops into either like a face oil or a facial moisturizer and spread it all over my skin, and it really helps with combating acne. And this is also really great for spot treatment. You can just like rub a little bit wherever you have acne, or if you feel a blemish coming in, this really helps with minimizing the inflammation and the breakout. I also love using this on my armpits and on my legs for ingrowns. It's incredible and it works really well for those things. So love this one. And then I absolutely love the In Beauty Pimple Paste. This is such an incredible acne spot treatment. This one is really nice because I know that those like pimple patches, you're supposed to put on clean, dry skin, and I really like doing my entire skincare routine, and I find that it's a little bit difficult to use the pimple patches when I've already put my entire skincare routine on, because they kind of like, I don't know, move around and they just don't feel as effective. But what I really like about this is I can do my entire skincare routine, oils included, and then put this on top of my blemishes, and it'll just dry and stay there all night. It'll still be effective and work on that blemish that I'm trying to get rid of, and it's just extremely effective, convenient, and I just love this so much. You also get quite a bit of product. You need very little. It's a lot more waste conscious because you're not using single-use packaging and single-use patches like you are with pimple patches. So absolutely loved this. This was extremely effective on really deep cystic acne too, and it just like stayed on all through the night. When I was sleeping, I woke up in the morning and the same patch was there. None of it had faded away. So loved this as a spot treatment as well. Is definitely going to be a repurchase in the future. Okay, I almost forgot to talk about eye cream, but this is the Ghost Democracy Boomerang Firming Eye Concentrate. I am not a big eye cream person. It's been extremely difficult for me to find an eye cream that I actually like because I get eczema on my under eyes and on my eyelids. My eyes will immediately get irritated by any eye cream I use, or it'll be an eye cream that causes eczema on my eyes. So it's been so hard for me to find an eye cream, and I almost nearly gave up on eye creams, but I was gifted the Ghost Democracy eye cream and I like this so much. It is not irritating at all to my eczema, and when I didn't have eczema, it didn't give me eczema. When I did have eczema, it didn't make my eczema worse. So this is such a beautiful eye cream. It's pretty thin, and it doesn't feel too thick on the eyes. It does feel pretty good on the under eyes, and the main reason I really like this is because it's an eye cream I can actually use that doesn't irritate my eczema or cause eczema. I've really liked this. I'm almost halfway through the bottle probably. And I just love having an eye cream that I can actually use now. I also really like the packaging of this. And yeah, very happy about this. Very excited to have found an eye cream that I actually like. And I have noticed that my under eyes are a lot more moisturized these days. And I attribute it to this because it's an eye cream that I can actually use that does not irritate me. So loved this one so much. Okay, moving on to sunscreen. I think my all-time favorite sunscreen of the year was the Kinship Self Reflect. I'm actually all out of this one. I already have backups. I just haven't opened them up yet. But this one is so beautiful. It's a really moisturizing, thick SPF, and when you first blend it into your skin, you do get a white cast, but as you blend it in further, the white cast goes away on my skin tone, and you just are left with a beautiful canvas. This works so well as a makeup primer as well, and I think that's why I love this one so much, because I never had to worry about it pilling up or not reacting well with any other skincare I was using or any makeup I used on top of it. It blended really well on the face, and it also worked just so well as a base product for any of my makeup. So I loved this one so much. It is such a good SPF. I also love this brand, so I'm a little biased, but yeah, this was such an incredible SPF. I'm really happy to have discovered it last year, and it is an all-time favorite holy grail SPF of mine. Such a beautiful product. A couple other sunscreens are some Supergoop sunscreens. I loved the Glow Screen. This is amazing. It's this really beautiful luminescent kind of pearlescent sunscreen that is also very moisturizing. I loved using this on my no makeup days, kind of like as a base product. It kind of reminds me of the Auric Glow Lust as well as the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, but with SPF in it. It has a slight tint to it, but it spreads out and you can't really see it, but it does really make my skin look luminous and more even, and I just love this one so much. It is such a beautiful product while providing SPF as well. And another sunscreen I loved from Supergoop was the SUNSCREEN Daily Moisturizer. This is SPF 40, and whenever my skin was feeling like extra dehydrated and needed more moisture and hydration, I loved reaching for this sunscreen. It makes my skin feel so plump and juicy and moisturized, while again providing that SPF coverage. So I loved this one so much. It is a very nice kind of thick cream, but it spreads really easily across the skin. I don't get a white cast with this, and I think it's a beautiful product. If you have dry skin and you're looking for a moisturizing sunscreen, I definitely recommend this one. Or if you're someone who has oily skin and you don't want to layer a moisturizer and an SPF on top of that, I would recommend trying this one out because it can just double as your moisturizer and your SPF for the day, so you can use one fewer product in your skincare routine. But this one was amazing. I also love that the front says every single day. Gotta wear your SPF every single day. It's extremely important, and I loved using this one, so had to mention that as well. Another really moisturizing, beautiful sunscreen that I used last year a ton is the Black Girl sunscreen. My boyfriend loves using this one too. This one is so moisturizing. It's such a beautiful formula. Whenever I wanted a dewy finish, I reached for this. This is gorgeous, and if you're looking for something a little bit more cost effective as compared to the Supergoop one, I definitely recommend trying the Black Girl sunscreen because you can find this at Target. It's a lot more affordable, and this one is so beautiful, has no white cast at all. It blends into the skin beautifully while leaving a really moisturized finish, and this one is also amazing as a body sunscreen. I loved using this in the summer. I've been through bottles and bottles of this. We have a ton of backup as well in our household, and yeah, I absolutely loved this. I'm really excited to see what Black Girl sunscreen comes out with this year because they kill it with their formulas, so absolutely loved this one as well. Okay, now for eczema products. I have pretty bad eczema on my hands. I don't know if you can see, but it's like pretty irritated right here. It's really dry, very itchy, extremely flaky, so annoying. But a couple of my favorite products are these lotions. So this is the Gold Bond Eczema Relief Lotion. Again, has that stamp of approval from the Eczema Association, and anytime I see that, I love it. So I love this one. I think I've mentioned this in a couple videos as well, but I'm not positive. But thought I'd quickly include it for kind of like skincare for my hands, which have eczema. This is amazing, extremely moisturizing, very soothing, really helps me avoid using steroids, and is just effective. Has great ingredients in it like colloidal oatmeal, and yeah, love this one so much. Another hand lotion I really liked is the Eucerin Eczema Relief Cream. Again, this has colloidal oatmeal, so it's incredible for moisturizing and protecting the skin, creating that barrier which people with eczema really need to help hold in the moisture and just protect the thinned skin from the eczema. So I absolutely love this one too. I've purchased this multiple times. And then something I figured out last year was that I need to stop using hand soap, like any type of pump hand soap I need to not use. I really need to find something extremely gentle and nothing stripping, and I figured out I needed to start using bar soap. So I found this one. This is the Vanicream Cleansing Bar, also accepted by the National Eczema Association, and I actually use this as my hand soap. Anytime I use any type of other hand soap that's like in a pump or the Bath and Body Works hand soaps, those destroy my hands. My hands become extremely irritated, really dry, really itchy, and I just have to like avoid those at all costs. I will even travel with this bar soap because it's easy to travel with, and while traveling you can't really choose your hand soap, but when I travel with this I can. So this is been such a game changer for the status of my hands and really keeping my eczema at bay on my hands. I still have pretty bad eczema on my hands, but since using this as my hand soap, I have noticed a significant improvement in my eczema on my hands. And I just think if you have hand eczema, try phasing out all of your hand soap and using a bar soap like this one instead. It has helped tremendously. So I think that's everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. I probably did. But those are all my skincare favorites from 2021. I have found so many holy grails this last year, so I'm feeling very confident about my skincare routine. And my skin has been doing really well as well the last like 6 months. And I really attribute that to a lot of the skincare I've been using the last 6 months and just like really taking care of my moisture barrier and focusing mostly on hydration, because anytime my skin is dehydrated and irritated, it then starts to break out. So I've been putting a lot of my focus on just making sure it's extremely moisturized and hydrated. So that is all of my 2021 skincare favorites. If you have any recommendations after seeing my favorites and knowing my skin type, I would love to know any of your favorites as well that you would recommend to me. I'm super into skincare these days, and I would love to try anything that you would recommend. So please drop that in the comment section down below and I will definitely try it out. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in this video today. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure to leave that in the comment section down below and I will definitely get back to you. And I hope you're having a good day or evening wherever you are. Thanks again for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!